Hello everybody, this is Modified Darvas Box coming to you after the close on October 19th, 2021. And I've got a quick short video here, how I made 55 points in net and basically why I sold. This was a great trade, and I thought this would be a good education for people to see how I might think about a sharp, rapid move in a stock. So net, this is one of the leaders. Currently on the screen is a monthly chart. You can see it's got a really strong uptrend. It's been just been doing great. But this latest run here has been probably the biggest bar in its history so far, and was given some signs, in my opinion, that were worthy of selling and taking some money off the table. So whenever you look at a stock, you drill down, take a look at the monthly first, then get to the weekly. My core view is weekly on this stock and on my chart pattern. So we can see here that on the weekly, it had a weekly Darvas box and a move out of it. But, you know, it wasn't quite the textbook one, but I knew this was a strong name, so it went up. And now we get to the present. Up here, you see the blast off of net on big green volume, but there's no Darvas box here. Now, this is interesting because it was forming a new Darvas box here based on how I draw them. And I've put on Twitter, I've got two strategies I use. One is the general Darvas box breakout, which is this type of formation, and boom, price comes out of it. And then there's another one I use, which is a moving average strategy for when a stock is inside of a Darvas box that's forming. And that was how and why of why I even got involved in net. So here we are on the daily chart, and you can see there's the prior green box, which I just showed on the weekly. Blue circle here is where I traded it before. Red circle where I sold it before. That was a nice trade. This green arrow bar is earnings. And when I sold it here, I thought, you know, okay, it's done. And actually, as it kept going up, I knew I'd probably made a mistake. But, you know, we all make mistakes in the stock market. So, you know, you do the best you can. And, yeah, it kept going up. But then it dipped here. And I actually had a potential Darvas box, this yellow box, drawn at the time, because I was anticipating it would go sideways for longer and then eventually pop out of it like it did here. Although, of course, not to this magnitude. So anyways, I had the box drawn, and this day gave what I call a moving average buy signal. Did I see the signal during the day? No, I did not. Sometimes, you know, you only see signals after hours, you know, when you're looking at your charts, and that's okay. But the point is, you take note of it, and really what caught my eye was this big green volume bar here. So after studying the formation, I decided I had to buy it the next morning. And as I put on the Twitter, that's exactly what I did. I bought at the open, which is the blue circle right there. It turned out to be a great buy. I did not expect it to have this wonderful day where it popped out of this new box. Also, another huge green volume bar. So a lot of people must have seen this and been thinking the same thing I was thinking, you know, that's looking really positive. Now, what happens is, as it popped up here and started running, that means it's no longer a new Darvas box. So I took it off like that. And then, yeah, this sucker just ran. And trust me, this has gone way beyond my expectation. It did so well. Up, up, up and away, big green, big green, big green. Now, why did I sell? So I trimmed off a little here at the violet purple circle. And then this bar here, this was the biggest bar of this mini run, bigger than all these other bars combined except for the start. And then the volume was bigger than all the bars except for this launch right here. Now, if you remember the laws of supply and demand, there's supply and then demand. And what happens is all the demand jumped into the stock here again and again and again, pushed it up here. eventually you get to a point where it runs out of demand. That was my thinking when I saw this yesterday, that this sucker, everybody's in. Everybody's been chasing this. Who was interested in the stock that's still waiting on the sidelines? If you are interested in the stock, you are buying during this run. So at this point, when you see the biggest bar of this little run combined with a big volume bar, that just tells me this thing's going to get exhausted, time to step off. That's exactly what I did. I had my sell order here at the open, and it turns out in hindsight, that was at the moment, knock on wood, that was a pretty good call. We'll see how this goes in the future. This thing could just keep running, but who knows? I don't know. The last thing, which was also a reason why I was thinking about selling, this price is extended. It's been up 50% from here, down to here, and it's above the Bollinger Bands. It just tells me it's come a long way and might need a rest. So anyways, that's this little video. Hope it made sense to you, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.